Hey everybody, it's Stephen here at Amherst Chrysler. I'm sitting here with Jeep Joe in the 2020 Jeep Cherokee TrailHawk. Due to the weather that we've been having lately, and unfortunately the weather that we will probably be getting here in the very near future, I thought it'd be a good time to go over the four-wheel drive system in this 2020 Cherokee TrailHawk. Now, if you own a Jeep Compass or a Grand Cherokee or a Renegade, something along those lines, a lot of what I'm talking about today is going to overlap. The difference that the TrailHawk has is a couple of key features that make it stand out from the crowd and give its four-wheel drive system a little bit more. It makes it work a little bit better, let's put it that way. So if I can direct your attention down here to our select train. So right now it is in auto mode. So what they kind of call this is, again, your select train. So it allows you to turn the dial to the right, and every time you do, it changes every single mode. And there are 5 modes that you can choose from. The first, again, being automatic. So right now the vehicle is in an automatic four-wheel drive position. So you can drive along, the vehicle will stay in front-wheel drive and two-wheel drive unless it detects slippage. So if you're on your way to an event or a party, or on your way to Moncton for some shopping, whatever it may be, and you hit a little bit of snow and the vehicle detects slippage, it'll automatically engage the four-wheel drive system to help get you through whatever terrain you're in. And then once you come out of that, it'll realize that there's nothing, no real reason for the 4x4 to be on, and it'll go back into two-wheel drive. Your next mode, if I turn this knob to the right, is the snow mode. And every time you go into snow, it'll show you here on your display that now the vehicle knows that you need it to be in four-wheel drive all the time. So that's exactly what it'll do. It is mostly recommended for when you're driving in snowy terrain, hence snow mode. Next would be your sport mode. So if I turn it over to the right one more time, you'll be in sport mode. So sport is basically if you're driving on dry pavement or something with a little bit of weather on it, and you want better traction all the way around, better handling, stuff like that, then you would put it into sport mode. The majority of the time, auto and snow is really what we use here in Atlantic Canada, but there are these extra modes here just in case you want to explore and have a little bit more adventure. If we turn it to the right again, you'll see sand and mud. This would be your 4th mode, and this is pretty self-explanatory. If you want to go drive around in the sand and in the mud, chances are if you leave the vehicle in two-wheel drive, you're not going to have much traction. So they recommend that you turn it over to this mode here, and it'll let you get through smooth as can be. Our final mode, which is special to any TrailHawk model, whether it be Compass or Renegade or Grand Cherokee, is rock mode. In order to get the vehicle into rock mode, what we have to do is put it into four-wheel low. And to do that, we put our foot in the brake, we take the shift knob, put it into neutral, hit the four-wheel low button, and then eventually the four-wheel low is going to engage. And you could just leave it here. If you wanted to be in four-wheel low and in snow mode, let's say unfortunately you got stuck, this would be the best system to use to get yourself out. It is not recommended that you use it on dry pavement at all. It'll damage the vehicle, and it'll also wear your tires out prematurely. But again, back to the rock mode. So we put the vehicle into 4 low, we make sure that we're in neutral, and we turn the knob to the right, and then we're gonna go into rock mode here. And rock mode is what you would expect it to be. If you're doing some serious off-roading, rock mode is what you would recommend. Rock mode is what would be recommended that you use. And you notice up here and down here as well, you have hill descend control and hill ascend control. Basically meaning that if you're going down a steep decline or up a steep incline and you want to keep the vehicle at a certain speed, this will only be in operation when you're in rock mode, and it'll allow you to go 5 kilometers or under going down this hill or going up a hill, and it'll keep you at that speed. So all you have to do is leave the vehicle in drive, turn on one of these 2 buttons, and then let go of the accelerator, keep your foot off the pedal, and then just steer. That's all you need to do from there. The last thing I want to touch on, folks, before we say goodbye, is our locking rear differential. So what this will do is it'll lock the rear end, and it'll basically convert all the power to those 2 wheels, and it'll allow those 2 wheels to move symmetrically. It'll allow it to move together. And in order to do that, you'll notice that if I push it, it's just going to flash for a little bit. and it'll continue to do that until you start to drive. So if Joe and I were to put the vehicle in drive and we were to turn off the emergency brake and go forward a little bit and start to just turn our wheel to let the vehicle know what we want to do, it should engage here momentarily. And there it is. So you see that now it is on fully. Now we have a fully fledged four-wheel drive machine that will allow us to get anywhere. If you want to see vehicles like this and others, come see us today, 118 Robert Angus Drive on the Amherst Auto Mile. Once again, my name is Stephen, and thank you for hanging out with me today. Merry Christmas.